Rod Melpert. I'm a partner in Fragomen Silicon Valley and Phoenix offices, and I represent companies, universities, and self-petitioners. I'll tell you about what we call our Fred Astaire strategy because it requires fancy footwork to keep somebody employed who's running out of H-1B time. And it involves use of the EB-1A extraordinary ability category for permanent residents. So I had a Chinese woman come to me who was in upper middle management in a business position, and she had only a few months left on her first 6 years of H-1B time. Normally the way that you get H-1B time extended beyond the 6th year is to have your employer get a labor certification approved. But her employer was just starting that labor certification process, and it was going to be about 9 months until it got approved, which would leave a gap of about a half year in her work authorization. We solved the problem by having her file an EB-1A extraordinary ability application. And it's one of the few applications where foreign nationals can file it themselves. They don't need the employer to sponsor them. So she was thrilled to be able to take matters into her own hands. But the really important point is that while that application is pending for about 12 months, the foreign national gets an employment authorization document. So even if the extraordinary ability application is ultimately denied, it serves the purpose of bridging the gap in work authorization until the employer's labor certification is approved. And that's exactly what happened. The employer's labor certification was approved while the extraordinary ability application was pending. But the really thrilling thing was that a few months later, the EB-1A got approved too. And for a Chinese person, that's important to be in the EB-1 category because there's no quota delay. So she walked away with a green card immediately. So remember the EB-1A as a fancy footwork tool to bridge gaps in work authorization for people running out of H-1B time, and it might even get them permanent residence immediately.